This week is the digestive, respiratory, and urogenital system. The first that's obviously external that you may have already seen in your dissection when you did the muscle is this opening called the spiracle. You also started to see the gills, but we're going to expose those a little bit more in this dissection. I'm going to take the third gill opening and cut through the musculature here so that we can see a better view of what's going on within the gills. When you're able to open these gills, what you can see are the gill lamellae here, as well as the remainder of the gill arch with these gill rakers present here. The remainder portion is primarily done in the belly. Most of the sharks have already had an incision and they've been stapled back together. Carefully remove the staple. We remove the staple and discard it. You won't need that anymore. You will need to make some further incisions. Take your scissors and just make a nice little eye cut to open up the body. Anteriorly, we just extended the cut, and now we're going to go under the fin to open up the body cavity. And now you should be able to see the internal organs of the shark. When looking at the internal portion of the shark for the digestive and reproductive systems, the first thing that should be the most obvious is this massive organ here. There are 3 lobes to it. 1, 2, 3. This is the liver. Nestled within the center lobe of the liver is this gallbladder structure here. And from it runs the bile duct along with other arteries and veins within this gastrohepatoduodenal ligament. If we take the body of the stomach and cut through it, you'll reveal the rugae of the stomach, or the deep folds. If you move far enough anteriorly, you'll be able to see the papillae of the esophagus, which are finger-like projections. So papillae of the esophagus, rugae of the stomach. Continuing down through the digestive tract, we have the esophagus, the stomach, and then this pylorus region of the stomach, which is again J-shaped. As in the cat, you have an outer curve and an inner curve, or the greater curvature and lesser curvature of the stomach. The lesser curvature of the stomach has its own connective tissue called the lesser omentum, and the outer curvature of the stomach has the greater omentum. This includes the gastrosplenic ligament, with this being the spleen. Continuing through the pylorus region of the stomach, we get to the first part of the small intestine. This organ here is not the small intestine. This is the ventral lobe of the pancreas. The dorsal lobe of the pancreas is here. Remember to keep your orientations proper of how it's organized within the body. This is the ventral view. This is the ventral lobe. And then the dorsal lobe of the pancreas is here, often with a bright yellow vessel running through it as well. The anterior portion of the intestine is the duodenum, and then in sharks, the lower portion of the intestine is modified into one large intestine called the valvular intestine. Cut with a razor blade or with scissors down the middle of it, avoiding these vessels, you can expose the spiral valves within the intestine that are forming concentric rings around which the digested food materials will pass, increasing for surface area absorption. As we move down, we get to the colon. Also present in this area on the side is the digitiform gland. Digitiform means that it looks like a finger digit. This shark is a female shark. It does not have claspers. You don't need to do any external dissection to determine whether you have a male or a female shark, but this one is a female. The genitals of the female are located in the anterior portion of the shark. So if we reflect back that liver and look again, here is another organ. This is the ovary. The ovary is connected to the uterus, which is small in this individual because it's not pregnant. The uterus is here, this clear area. And then the uterus will empty out through the cloaca, or the urogenital opening of the shark.